Hey!
Hey! We missed you guys.
That was a sound check. Sorry about that. Hey, folks, how's it going? We are the Raconteur Society, back to spoil your Tuesday nights.
Or despoil.
We despoil them, yeah. It's been 2 weeks, and Mike's back from Disney. He did not turn into Mickey Mouse, thank God.
You robbed me!
So, anyway, but tonight we are going to go back to our Deadlands.
You know what would be funny is this was actually the first package.
The one that got lost a month ago.
Our Deadlands Noir game is we're going to keep going with that tonight. And get a little bit further down the road with it. So, Dale, if you'd like to go ahead and tell them what we've done, what we're doing, and how this works.
Sure thing. Deadlands Noir is, of course, put out by Pinnacle Entertainment Group. It was originally for Savage Worlds, but we love the classic system so much that I've decided to
really good, Mike.
reconvert it to Deadlands Classic. So even though we are playing Deadlands Noir as it was pretty much intended, it is using the classic rules. And if you go to Pinnacle's website, they have a free file you can download if you're interested in converting Savage Worlds to Classic or Classic to Savage Worlds. So you can use both systems, and it kind of gives you an idea how to do that.
Both ways.
Yes, and that goes for all of them. Hell on Earth, Lost Colony, Noir, Weird West, all of them.
One of those rare games where you just use chips, dice, and cards.
And your mother.
Ooh.
Wow.
So yes, the game we started the last time we played was
Last month.
yeah.
Something on my mind.
Yeah, something on my mind. Thank you.
Back before the beginning of time.
So, the characters from 1936 Las Vegas is where this is set. Las Vegas, I chose that because they actually had an annual thing downtown called Eldorado Days to kind of relive and glorify their Western roots. And what better way to celebrate Deadlands than with Eldorado Days? I mean, come on, that's perfect. So yes, they are in Las Vegas, and our group of characters had come out of a nightclub, witnessed a car accident, or a police chase that ended with one car hitting a wall. The guy got out, was plugged 5 times by a police officer, who then promptly shot himself. It was kind of a weird situation. Another cop car pulled up. After some rigmarole, one of our characters...
That's a word I haven't heard in a long time.
Rigmarole. Rigmarole and shenanigans.
Yeah, that's just spiffy.
Yeah, that's right. Getting into the...
What a shindig.
Oh, a bunch of folder off.
Cats ran out.
That was good.
Bees knees.
So anyway,
Good drink.
Mike's character, Roberto, the knife...
Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Hey,
Mom is Spanish. There she is.
Was able to speak to the ghosts of the 2 guys who just killed, who really didn't understand what was going on with them, but he may have said something wrong to the police officer, who ended up not being a very nice guy. He got all bent out of shape and took off and transformed into what is called, and it's not a wraith, it's a specter in Deadlands.
Oh, okay.
So he became a specter and took off. And the cops who were there, one of them you're familiar with, was very concerned about his wife, giving her the news, even though when you told her the news, you went to her house, gave her the news, she giggled a little bit, was extremely happy. You found out she had made this little place in the basement where she was practicing
Stabbing
killing
the shit out
people,
of things.
killing him on a straw dummy. You summoned a couple ghosts to protect her from him in case he came after her, and
Yeah,
you burnt some
apparently me too.
sage to ward him off and stuff like that. You guys went on to the doctor, the guy in the car, the first
Hi,
car.
Anastasia.
Hey,
Anastasia.
We're still here.
you tracked the doctor back to his office. So anyway, you went to the doctor's office and found some stuff, trying to piece together some cryptic notes that you found in his briefcase about names with phone numbers or question mark around one guy. There was, what was it? Dr.
Feel good.
Lynch.
Lynch had CSA with a question mark, and CSA G-Man after a question mark.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And you guys kind of assume he's a Confederate States because they're still divided in the 1930s.
Here. Marcus Sloan.
Sloan. He is a doctor that seemed to be involved in some sort of project, and then there was a Rebecca
Gray.
Gray.
Rachel Gray.
Rachel.
Hey, Simon's here.
We're waiting for you.
Simon, we
Yep.
kicked your box.
Give us a second. We'll finish this recap, and then we'll get to touching your box.
Yay!
So basically, you went to the doctor's office, and as you were there, you kind of pieced together who some of these people were. You found Dr. Rachel Gray in a hotel. You went to her hotel to ask her what the heck was going on. She was very suspicious, and she was packing to leave town. And when you went in to actually ask her about this stuff, kind of got the idea that these doctors were performing kind of test trials or experiments on people with psychic abilities. And as you guys were finding out about this, she felt really bad about doing it, but she's like, it was a job I was threatened, so now that it's over, I'm leaving because the place burned down. The patients revolted. And as you guys were talking, all of a sudden Reginald started talking in a completely different voice, and he couldn't control it.
Weird.
And you were talking to this guy named Patient 9, is what they referred to him. She was the only one that actually got his name, was Murdoch, but he has total amnesia, really. He doesn't remember anything. But he talked to you through Reginald to kind of let Rachel know, or Dr. Gray know, I know you tried to help. What you guys did was wrong, but you can go and go now.
And get go now.
And then
Changed my mind.
you guys offered to help him out. And one thing I skipped is you were jumped by some gang members, like
Right.
a bunch of hooligans, and they were trying to take money from you. And all of a sudden, they kind of froze and were about to step in front of a freight train. You guys tackled them to the other side, saved them, and you realized that off in the distance, a couple of you, I think it was you two, saw a guy in a trench coat near an alley.
Yeah, we saw him.
Yeah, and he took off running. And when you look out Dr. Gray's window, you see the guy in the trench coat. So that must have been Patient 9, Murdoch, who was controlling these guys. And you also had a really bad feeling about you were losing your temper, about to beat the crap out of this guy, possibly kill
I
him.
put a gun in his mouth.
That's right. And
It's a Tuesday.
behind you, you heard a voice say, "That's what I would have done." And you realize it was that police officer that had become a specter right behind you. So anyway, that's the recap. When you guys met Murdoch, he took you to his hideout, which is the basement of an apartment building, the boiler room basement. And that's where we left off. So now...
I can't read those.
All right. Oh, look at that. Yorkshire tea.
All right.
What do we say? We try the prawn chips.
That's what I was going to say.
All in favor?
Yeah.
Prawn chips?
Prawn chips.
All right.
The nice pop
I'm not
tea.
opposed to us trying the chocolate orange this evening. Actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just it
Smells luscious.
melts in your hand. Careful, right? Everybody ready?
Oh, so good.
Oh, Dennis already went. So here we go. English
I
chocolate.
love that.
Alrighty.
All
All
right.
right, to the game.
Okay. So you guys had left her apartment and went across the street to meet up with Murdoch. And before we get to that, Bellatrice.
Okay.
So,
business.
Bellatrix, you are at your shop, kind of doing your tarot readings or cleaning up or whatever, and all of a sudden you just get this feeling come over you.
Flatulence.
What does that mean with my reading my
In 3D.
That's what you call fortune telling.
Yeah.
You went all over the glass balls.
You get this kind of odd feeling, and you just start kind of mindlessly flipping cards in a tarot reading. And as you stop, you get this feeling that someone personally is, or more than one maybe, are possibly in danger. And as you flip over the last card, ooh, creepy. I love that deck. It represents, well, you know more about tarot readings than I do, but whatever the cards mean, somebody close to you is in danger.
Yes.
Hangman.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
hangman.
That would be more.
Never play that with a ghost.
Yeah. They win every time. So once you get that image, you think that it might be one of this group or more than one of this group is in danger. Particularly, you have an image of Roberto.
Oh, dang. Why's it always got to be me, huh?
So
I don't know what I did.
you
but-
kind of get a sense of where they are. It's not too far away. You could take a cab
There's
there.
something with him that's kind of attracting me, isn't there?
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, there's
Call
something there
machismo.
that's like, it's not the danger, but it's associated with danger, and it's not something you know. It's just odd. So it probably kind of makes you really interested. And you do
Well, yeah.
have, I think you do have the bags, the Grigri bags.
The Grigri, yeah, that's the one
Oh
where
yeah, okay, yeah, you're right. Those are conjure bags. And you got how many of those?
I have one on me all the time that I can use with the Oguzora, but I can make 2 real quick before I leave.
Okay, so mark that down. How many bags you have?
3.
3.
Okay.
One.
One, a two,
Okay.
a three.
Yeah, you go out and hail a cab, and
Praise to you.
Oh, hail the cab driver!
like, okay, lady, thanks. I guess that's my tip. Great. No, you can hail a cab and get in. He'll take you to pretty much right this address. So when when you guys
Go that way. I'll tell you when we're getting closer.
Yeah, pretty much. When you guys hear a knock on the door, that'll be you arriving. So yeah, basically you guys follow Patient 9, Murdoch, back to down some alleys and in this
Oh my.
really low rent looking apartment building. And he kind of goes down a back alley and there's a back door, looks like a basement door, not used very often. And he kind of comes up and
Proper English custard.
Oh.
I gotta put it on our spotted dick.
he goes up and basically unlocks it.
Wow.
And he actually lock picks it. You see him kind of like pick the lock and then goes on in, and it opens up and immediately goes down some wooden stairs. So he's like, well, come on in and talk privately. So you guys follow him down inside. It's a basement. It's got the big furnace. Like, it looks almost like an old boiler room. It's got the big furnace. It's got the big
octopus
yeah.
fingers.
Yeah, the radiators are the old-fashioned iron radiators. Yeah, and then it's got some, like a couple chairs, like old kitchen chairs. There's probably 4 of them, and they're all mismatched. And it looks like in one corner, there's some old sheets and stuff piled up. It looks like he's made a makeshift bed. But other than that, there's nothing in here, except you do notice, as you look over at the bed, there's probably an old wooden crate. It says fresh produce on it, but in the crate you see sticking up 2 Tommy guns and maybe some other stuff in there, but you can't unless you walk over. You just see the 2 barrels of Tommy guns with the front grip sticking out of the box.
Hey, it's my favorite.
He kind of looks, yeah. He kind of watches you go. He stops dead in his tracks.
I just like checking
Yeah.
them out. Yeah, pretty
You
good.
do that, and you also see probably 2 revolvers and 45 automatic in the box with some. It looks like there's maybe 20 rounds of ammo for the various guns, which the 45s and the Tommy guns use 45s.
Right.
So there's like 20 rounds of ammo for the 45s and maybe a couple extra, like 8 bullets extra for the revolver if they're loaded.
Are they loaded?
Yeah, they are. And these Tommy guns aren't your classic with the drum. They're the clip.
Oh, okay.
Right.
So it's not the actual like da 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 da.
Right.
It's just the clip. So there's like 20 rounds in each.
Pretty good condition. I mean, look.
Yeah, they're in really good condition. And as you look, you're like, hey, these look really sharp. And as you flip one of the Tommy guns over, you actually see engraved on it, property of the CSA. You're like,
I kind of smile. Yeah.
okay, they're government guns.
Yeah, that's all right.
So, but yeah,
I'll pick one up too and check it out.
okay. And you notice he kind of stands there. I'm assuming you two just kind of stand there.
I'm kind of watching him.
Yeah, he's watching these two, and
I'm just like a gun guy. Just like, hey,
I'm doing the same thing. I'm checking it out. Like,
pretty cool.
okay.
Yeah, these are nice.
let's see.
Pretty good condition.
These look like the ones from back home.
There it is.
Now, what else is in there, Roberto?
I got a 45, couple rounds. I kind of like put the machine gun back in, for pistols. Look pretty good shape. You know how to take care of your guns there, 9.
What are your knowledges?
Knowledges? 2d6.
2d6.
Yeah.
Okay. What is his? Both of you make a knowledge check. Just tell me what you get.
Me and him both.
Yes.
5 is it's the highest dice, right?
Yep.
5.
5.
I wasn't ready. Sorry.
Fool!
Ooh.
27.
Mini cry.
Okay.
I've read 3 books about this book.
you kind of look and you're like, okay, yeah, these are nice. And nothing. You don't notice anything.
Yeah.
You are like, I'm gonna pick this up, and all of a sudden you're like, you get this double vision, deja vu feeling.
Oh shit! I'm gonna pass out.
Like you're looking at this, like you are looking at this. You've seen this before, or it's like you're looking at it, but you're not looking at it as you. You can't explain it. It's like this weird deja vu, kind of deja vu and double vision kind of thing.
Right?
And
Like I've touched this before, maybe? Or
Maybe you two, you notice when they walk right over and start picking up the guns. You see Murdoch kind of look at him, just kind of, and you see this vein kind of pulse a little bit. They
Murdoch
quickly
looked at who?
him, Roberto.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then he glances over at him, and you see that again, that vein. And when you look at his eyes, they look cloudy, like the iris, almost like a dead body. They're a little bit cloudy, and then he looks at him, and he kind of and it goes away, and that feeling goes away.
Was it just like a split second, or?
Yeah, I mean not split second, like maybe 2 seconds.
Simon says, pick the lock.
So
I'll take this one.
it's quick enough where you're like, you saw it, and when he looked over at him, it's almost like he jolted or something. Not like but it's like and knocked out.
Murdoch, did you see something
What do you mean?
or sense something?
Or did you do something?
I did. I'll be honest. When people come into your house, do you let them walk right over and take your weapons and start handling them? I wanted to make sure they weren't going to use them and turn them on me.
Oh, sorry there, boss.
Oh no, sir. I'm not that. I just
So I scanned your mind.
Oh, all right. Hey, it's open book here, bud. So
Yes, it is.
yeah.
It smiled like yes, it is. And I usually ask for permission, but when it's a threat to someone, a threat to myself, especially after what I've been through and someone I just met, I am taking precaution.
Yeah, sorry. I just remember being back with the buddies. Like, hey, we got a new thing in it. I apologize. I really do. I'm sorry about that.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, sorry.
I don't want to cause no problems.
I figured you could fry my brain like that, so it wouldn't matter. And then I walked over there,
No,
so.
it doesn't. I don't work like that.
All right.
Perhaps
Well,
you could lock your weapons up just in case
he probably don't like
children or
business.
something come in here.
Yeah, like me. I mean, big kid.
Not many people come in here.
Well, you never know.
Yeah.
I keep them away as best I can.
Yeah. Well, again, my apologies. My
Better than
apologies.
having to invade someone's brain.
Yeah. Hey.
I would ask. You have to understand. I'm a little paranoid after.
Did you ask those two when you had them walk into a train?
Oh, the ones that attacked me
Yeah.
Yeah.
before I ever met
Before.
you. Yeah, no, that was revenge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
different.
Hey, thanks for sharing the live, William Hutchinson.
Yeah, he says,
Hey, got a little something.
Do I? Take that magic trick. It's probably chocolate.
It is.
he's like, yes, that was revenge. I remember bits and pieces, especially once I got to Las Vegas. I was not treated kindly by them, and they happened to murder a friend of mine,
Got it.
another homeless gentleman, another helpless homeless gentleman.
And you could have easily had them report themselves to the police.
The dick.
I could have, but what would that do? I was turned over to the experiments by the police. You were there when Officer Quinn did himself in.
Yes.
Yeah. A little help.
Yes, he did.
Well, he ain't dead yet. Well, he's dead, but he ain't gone.
I don't know anything about that.
He's,
Yeah. If you go to Great Beyond, maybe you'll know a little bit about that.
Maybe I will.
Well, I'm pretty sure he'll know about it soon enough if he catches up to him.
Yeah. So see,
he's a specter.
yeah, it's ghosts. So if you read my mind, which you can do anytime you want, but I see ghosts.
Interesting.
Yeah. So
Talk with him.
yeah, talk with them. I can kind of do a couple little things, this or that. But fortunately, good old officer there, he ain't so happy to move on, if you know what I'm saying. A little bad, beady red eyes, looking for a little payback. So you might get a little haunting once in a while if we don't take care of him as well.
Looks like someone else wants revenge.
He actually pauses. He's like, on me or you?
Who the hell knows? But I think after you, once he finds you.
I guess I'll deal with that bridge when I come to it.
Yeah. Hey, wait.
I knock like this.
Hey. Hey,
Okay, that's been creepier, so yeah. that works.
Hey, I can still see the door. Does that mean it's not working or what?
I know
I
that.
let you see the door so you could follow me.
It's okay,
Okay, but I still
know
see
that
it.
knock.
I still see the door. You still see the door?
Another of us.
Oh, right. Okay.
Okay.
Hey, Beatrice.
Bellatrice.
Bellatrice, yeah, well, you know, hey.
I'm sorry.
Good to see you, my dear. Hey.
Good evening, lass.
So she
How the hell did you find this place?
walks in, and of course, Bellatrice is
A penguin?
a penguin. Bellatrice is not a penguin.
Penguin.
And she is a Creole, and she's got the little knobbies haircut, the hairstyle.
Oh, yeah. Can you
Oh,
pull up
yeah.
a picture of her?
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. I have to find it. Sorry.
And she's always got this kind of creepy look on her face. So when she knocks on the door and you open it, she
There she is.
I kind of just walk straight in and up to Roberto.
Okay.
Hey, what's up? How you doing? I didn't know my cologne was
And
that.
they're looking.
I didn't know my cologne was that strong. Sorry.
Is everything all right, lass?
Something grabbed my attention.
Obviously, I found a door that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
He's right there.
I look over to him just to see you.
Hey, man.
He's actually looking at her like, how did you do that?
This is our
Psychic.
And as he starts talking, he does take his hat off, which is appropriate because he's bald.
You're bald?
He's
Oh.
he's very clean shaven, but he's like baby bottom smooth bald completely, and his features are like
pudding.
somehow totally nondescript. If you saw this guy right now and you tried to describe him to a police officer, you'd be like, average height, average build, any prominent features? No. The reason I brought you here, it seems you're following what I'm doing, and I just thought I should let you know that I am going for revenge against the men who tortured me and killed many of my companions.
And we're not opposed to helping you with that.
Yeah.
If it is something that needs to be dealt with.
If you wish to help, or I would just kindly ask you to walk away and let me finish my mission, which is probably a suicide mission. And he kind of looks at you, which is probably a suicide mission. I understand that. I accept that. But they need to be brought some measure of justice.
Exactly who are you bringing the justice? The Confederate agents?
Lynch, but mainly Sloan.
I'm assuming it's anyone who, pushed his boundaries to make him what he is now.
As you probably
There's
surmise,
going to be a lot of people.
Dr. Gray, Dr. Sloan is the one who runs this experiment among the gifted, the psychically gifted that they were brought. He pulled the triggers, so to speak, gave the orders, participated often. My case and a couple others were mainly Dr.
Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
No.
Yeah, who was the one in the car?
Nyman. Albert Nyman.
Okay.
He's like, Dr. Albert Nyman was wrangler, caretaker, guard dog for me and 4 of the other patients. Sloan concerned himself with the other 4, but he was involved in all of it. And the tests that he wanted to give were more and more horrendous, trying, intruding, everything you could think of, torturous. Dr. Gray was there to nurse us back to health once our testing sessions were over. She seemed to have a lot more compassion than any of the others. She even asked me my name, which I remembered barely in a fog, and only one name, Murdoch. I don't remember if that's my first name or last name. She cared for me. I know she was under orders. But these men, I've already dealt with Nyman. Officer Quinn was the one who took me from the street, ran me in on false pretenses, and turned me over to this lab. And he was not
When
a very
you
nice
say
person.
that name, can I sense anything?
Yes, when he says Quinn, you get an image of this cop, but it's like a nightmare version of himself. Almost like a Manitow that you would be familiar with, or one of the Loas. Like, I think it's the Petro Loas, or the Leggbug Loas that are like the bad ones. You're like, gah! And that's what you saw in your tarot cards that was connected with him. And maybe all of these guys, but mostly him. It says, Quinn and Naaman, I've already dealt with them. I didn't want to harm Gray, but I wanted to let her know what I was going to do. And when I saw you enter her apartment building, after I'd seen you, I knew you were following into what I was doing.
I don't think Quinn is entirely dealt with.
No, probably not. And if that's a side effect of my revenge, I accept it. If I have to, I'll try and deal with it myself. If it's my responsibility, I'll take care of it. Just like these men need to pay for what their responsibility is. I made a couple of friends during those lab experiments, and they're dead now because of these men.
Well, the fact that they did you has been a good enough reason for anyone to want to help you out.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure you didn't want to live your life this way.
No, I did not.
So
The only possible benefit, and I don't know, I have a feeling it's not going to be a benefit after this is over. Their testing did unlock something in my mind. My powers have gotten much stronger. I plan on putting those powers to good use. They wanted to unlock them. I'd like to share them with these men.
Harry says, redemption is for everyone. It's not just for those who can pay the highest price at church.
True. Well, it's lofty ideals talking about turning over a new leaf. And I,
Cheering over a Lou. What?
well, Quinn, if he's as you say you are, some sort of ghost, I guess I'll just have to wait till he comes for me. I don't know how to track that down, but I do know how to find the new lab.
Oh, they're doing it again.
Yes, they're not done with their job.
Well, that has to be shut down right now.
Yes. And I don't know exactly where it is, but I know the area. And as a matter of fact, that's where I was heading after I spoke to Dr. Gray. I don't know if Lynch will be there, but I do know that Sloan will be there. And I know he's got at least 3 recruits that he's contacted because I reached out to them, and 2 of them were able to reach back.
And what'd they say?
Well, I asked them, can you hear me? They obviously could, telepathy. And when I told them they were in danger, where are you at? Are you with a doctor? And they said yes. One of them was under the impression that they were going to get some help, psychiatric help. They thought they were suffering schizophrenia or something because of the voices they heard. The other one was fearful. She was very worried that they were going to do something bad to her. I assured her that she was correct. I sent a mental image of Dr. Sloan to both and asked, is this the man you are under the control of? And they agreed. So I told them they were in very, very grave danger. He's going to run tests to get their powers to manifest even stronger. And these tests are not polite. They're not good.
I sling that Tommy gun on my shoulder and say, well, then I guess we better get going.
So one of the female I was in contact, I believe, is about 15. The other one is a gentleman by the age, probably, I could tell, maybe mid-30s. There's a third subject, but they don't know him. They sent a mental image. I don't know this person, but not all psychics can talk to each other this way. Some are specialized in other areas. Anybody who wants to come along is more than welcome to.
I believe
You seem like you genuinely want to help, or at least whether
need to
it's
stop
helping
what they're
me
doing.
or just stop what's going
Because
on.
I'm about to ruin. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, you don't want any more you running around, do you?
I don't want others like me to have to endure what we did.
Precisely.
Yes.
So let's go.
I'm her doc. You can ride with me if you want, and you can lead the way.
All right.
He's got
Hey,
a better car anyway.
Can
Mine's faster, though.
borrow one of these? Mine's in my car.
He's like, of course you can. Yeah.
All right.
I have, and he kind of pulls up and pulls the straps of his trench coat back. He has 245s on his hips.
Oh, no kidding.
It looks like military holsters. So he's like, I took these off the guards when I escaped last time.
I'll do my jacket too, because I got the shotgun on one side and then
Yeah.
I understand.
Well, I've got these. So if anybody wants these weapons, you're more than welcome to them.
Oh,
I was going to go in loaded for bear, but if you want to help, there's
now you have a
weapons
pack of
for-
bears.
Yeah, that sounds good.
You all right with this?
Help out the people, get them out of there.
All right.
I'll pick up a pistol.
Okay.
I mean, if you want,
You probably have your throwing knives and your Bowie knives, so
I mean, we can swing by my place. I can pick up my stuff. I mean, and you can have your own gun.
well, I've got 2. And what's up
I
here?
think we've got enough firepower as it is.
You can get one for each hand.
I'll hand them mine. There you go, boy. Have some fun.
All right.
I-
Oh, that's so heavy.
All right. Yeah, that's all right. All right. You take it.
I'm not too sure that going to your premises would be a good idea at this time anyway.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means she says there's someone there probably getting ready to kill you.
What's this about? What did I do?
Would it be the Spectre?
Hey, what did I do? What did he
Did it
say?
get powder?
What did I do?
I only followed him here, and here you are.
That son of a... I gotta take care of this. Huh?
Do you mind if I can see what
Finger
you said
your-
to him if it was within the last 24 hours,
Yeah. Whatever.
if you will allow me to.
Yeah. What, you
I'm sorry,
got touch
stuck in my
four
head.
hands or something? Or?
No. He looks,
I kind of like...
you see he's like, don't do that. It's just distracting.
It's a family trait.
He focuses, and after a few moments, he's like, oh, ah. He may have taken some anger at that.
What?
Well, you had said that I could play it on YouTube, but I'll just paraphrase.
Oh, yeah. If you want to go and see what it really was said, you can go to the Raconteur Society on our YouTube channel and see our previous episodes. But
Right. What society?
it's a bunch of you-hoos that live in a basement. Anyway,
Bunch of guys that have spotted dick at the moment.
yeah. Anyway,
So anyway, he kind of reiterates what you had said when hey, you know you're dead kind of thing. And he's like, what happened? You were, wait, what happened? What happened? Oh, I don't remember. I just remember driving and then doing this. And it was like, I wasn't doing it. Well, somebody was controlling you. Okay, all right. And he's like, yeah. So you're dead now. And can't remember exactly what it was said, but you're like, yeah, so somebody was fucking with your mind. And yeah, oh, I'd be pissed or something like that. And he was kind of like, huh? He's like, but you're dead, so you ain't got to worry about it. Or whatever it was. And in his mind, he was like, what do you mean I'm dead? I don't have to worry about it. That makes me angry.
Oh.
Somebody did this to me.
Somebody did this to me. And from his perspective, he gets a kind of a mental flash of this. Like, he's very good at psychology.
Oh, yeah, you could have been a
Imagine
doctor.
this guy like, I'm dead. Look, there's the door to the afterlife. Hey, wait a minute, buddy. What? Somebody made you do this to yourself. Well, that's crap. Yeah, but you're dead. You don't have to worry about it. What do you mean I don't have to worry about it? Somebody made me do this to myself? Oh, the door closed. You son of a... you son of a bitch. And you told me somebody did this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tough luck, Charlie. And it's like, you just kept me from my reward, my afterlife.
Of course.
Hey, well, you were
That guy
kind
wasn't
of
going,
spotted dick
And
anyway.
when you
So.
find out this guy was beating his wife and using unnecessary force, dragged this guy in on false pretenses and handed him over to an experimental lab.
I don't feel so bad.
So now you're number 1 on his list.
I've dealt with worse.
Murdoch's number 2.
Yeah, Murdoch's number 2. And if you're together, he's like, oh, double whammy.
Talking to the guy. Hey, don't you know something, Beatrice? Like some sort of voodoo, put him in a jar or something, or
Bellatrixe.
that's what I said. What I don't know. I can't speak French
Bella.
or Russian or whatever the hell it is you speak. Anyway, what I'm saying is maybe you got something like some magic jar we can put his pebbles in it and like seal them away, so we don't want nobody no more.
Yes, I
What? We got all the voodoo.
Stop and let's all go. Okay.
All right.
And then head to the warehouse district. All right, so basically you guys head back down there. He's like kind of explaining that this is the area they work in. It's private. There's nobody around at night. The warehouses make excellent, like,
Hideout.
pop-up medical facilities and stuff like that. So as you guys enter the West Warehouse District, it's quiet at night, run down. You know this is in a bad part of town. You're in your cars, though. Doesn't really care. Just park like a block away. So when you pull over, you guys can pull over, get out of the cars, and he's kind of like, that's it, right there. And it looks like it's an old paint factory. It probably says something like Ace Chemicals. No. But
Hey,
it
what kind of joker runs this place, huh?
Yeah.
probably says Hudson Paint Supplies. But it's all like the sign is that very Art Deco 1930s style with the little paint can and the little painter guy. But it's all like gray and just weather's hit it. So this place has probably been abandoned for at least a couple of years. Dingy is the word I'm looking for. Doesn't look like there's any windows per se, and if there are, they're dark, but he's like, they're in there, I think. And if I'm thinking right, they've probably got at least 2 guards on the premises somewhere. And he kind of pauses. He's like, oh, thank you. Holding that in since Taco Bell. He's like, okay, there's
The psychic part.
the psychic, it's a brain part.
My brain farted.
He's like, there are 2 men on the outside. One seems to be up high, so I'm assuming the roof. The other one is wandering about low. Probably.
You can do that? How do you do that?
I can find mental signatures. I can't pinpoint them exactly, but I know there's people inside. At least 20.
Jiminy. That's something.
But 3 of them have to be the patients, and I'm sure one of them I can tell is Dr. Sloan. I know his signature very well. He's in there. And it's possible. I've never actually met him. I've only heard his voice. It's possible that Lynch is in there as well.
So how many guards do you think they have?
Well, I would say 3 patients. So if there was 3 patients, Sloan and Lynch, the other 15 inside are probably guards. and the 2 out here.
And don't forget,
And the guards, some of those could be assistants, orderlies. With Dr. Neiman and Dr. Gray gone, he may have had to actually add more staffing. But if he's only got 3 patients so far, I don't know if he needs that. So, like I said, I can read that there are mental brainwaves in there, and I recognize his. But I don't know. Well, I recognize the 3 people, but I don't know exactly where they are.
There's 2 guards down here and 1 more up on the roof.
No, there's 1 on the grounds,
One
1
on the ground,
on the
one on the
roof, and the rest are inside.
Oh,
So-
I've got the guy on the roof.
You do.
Oh, he's a stunt man.
I do my own stunts in the movies.
Okay.
I've seen him do some amazing things.
so we,
Right. He kind of looks up. It's like a 2.5-story building. He's like,
Well,
Okay.
Gotta have a fire escape.
Oh, they're good to the fastball special.
what the hell's that?
Fling him up there.
I only got 46 strength. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
so he's like, okay, well,
Can't
So,
you, can't you levitate him up?
So are we
I don't work that way.
we taking out these guards, or what are we doing? I mean, I need to know. So I mean,
Well, they might be nice. You know, could maybe make a life with them.
Well,
If you start shooting, things are going to get bad.
I pull out my knives. I wasn't planning on shooting, but I'm just saying, we taking them out, or we just taking them out?
Perhaps we should just. What was the first choice?
We taking them out? Or we just taking them out?
Just taking them out.
so yeah, Murdoch's like, that's fine. I don't need revenge on these people. I'm only after 2.
All right.
Those are the ones I don't want to see walk out of here. The rest of these men, yes, they're Confederate agents, I'm sure, many of them, but they're just doing a job. And if they decide to come after me later, I'll deal with it.
See, you do have a heart.
I try.
There's hope for you yet, son.
He kind of smokes and he's like, well, let's put it to the test.
Indeed, let's do this.
So, Mr. Braxton, you're going to take the one on the roof.
Yep.
Should we give you a head start to get up there?
Just a wee bit.
Okay. I might be able to distract the guy down below.
But there's 2 of them, isn't it?
No, there's only one down below. The other is on the roof.
Want to back up, Braxton, just in case?
I've got it, I believe. My big britches talking.
Oh, that's right. I forget you have big britches.
Well, maybe me and him can go in through the tops just in case. Do a 2 frontal attack kind of thing. You want to do that?
I don't care what you do. If you feel that's necessary, you know each other better than I do. I plan on taking the guy in the yard and trying to subdue him somehow.
All right.
Or at least I can stop him until one of you want to handle it. I can do one of 2 things. I can either make him feel excruciating pain and hope he passes out, or I can just freeze him and let one of you knock him out.
Just have him walk over towards us. We'll hide somewhere. You have him walk over towards us like you did those kids with the train.
Do that too.
And then we'll just gently come up behind him and tell him, now's a good time to surrender.
Good night, Irene. He's like, I can do that too.
Well, I'm going to follow him up just
I got
We'll give you a head start.
17 in my stunt climbing.
Okay. So you invented parkour.
Yeah.
So you're like, all right, Reggie, let's go. Flip, 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 flip. You're like,
What?
not that fast, Reggie.
Oh, you were taking lessons too? 17 on my stealth.
Okay.
A little slower, but quiet.
Yeah. Yeah. You jump up, grab the rung of the ladder, do the Remo Williams kind of walking across the railings onto the next rung, right up. And you're just kind of like tiptoeing at like high speed. Just you're like doing the Remo Williams. I'm not leaving any footprints.
Like the Fred Flintstone. There it goes.
So you guys easily managed to follow this fire escape up to the top window. And then it's another 4 feet, no, probably 3 feet from the top of that window to the roof. You can jump up there and grab it and kind of haul yourself up. You can try that if you wish. Just do me a favor and make a stealth check to make sure you do it quietly.
I got a 9 for stealth.
Okay.
But I'll go
Nice.
I go down a little ways, so I'll kind of
Double one.
once.
So, Reginald, you kind of like, and you do like a push up that Chris Hemsworth would be proud of. You kind of like move your shoulders, look over, kind of lift yourself with your upper body strength, like they taught you in that Western you were in. And then you kind of like,
No, that was the jungle film.
oh, that's right.
Darlena, Princess of the Amazon.
And then you start to do the belly crawl so you're fully up, and then you just gently stand up. And right behind you, Roberto, you hear, oh. Oh. And right when he gets up there and kind of like, oh man, that was heavier than I thought. The guy up there, basically, real cold.
Thank you for the follow, Heather.
Roberto kind of gets up there. When he steps, you hear a rock slip under you, and it's like, ting, 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 ting. And it hits the gutter, clang.
What the hell?
And the guy's like,
Oh, versus his.
Good night, Simon.
versus the guard who
Night,
rolled
Simon.
double
Thank you.
ones.
Okay.
So he's like,
Thanks.
See you
Simon.
next week, Simon.
pulls out the handkerchief.
Thanks, buddy.
Like after that, man, that's loud.
Man, that's loud.
And he just leans over next to the little like shaft that's like the vent shaft, like a little house.
Yeah.
And grabs his grabs his rifle. Starts walking away from you to the other side of the roof to look out and make sure nobody's coming.
Like a stormtrooper.
Yeah, pretty much. Is this a drill? So he's wide open. Well, he's about
break. Good move.
40 feet away. No, big roof. Maybe not 30.
Come up behind him with my brawler and just go to take
Way
him
I
down.
am. Okay.
Yep.
And I got one of my knives ready.
I got a 6.
6. Okay.
All 3 die.
Okay. So fighting brawling for 6, you would hit him because he's not noticing
Not
anything.
expecting it.
So go ahead and roll your strength and take your highest die. Are you using anything like a sap or brass knuckles or just your bare fist?
I'll use the brass knuckles.
Oh, you got brass knuckles?
Yeah.
Okay, so
6.
6. Okay. So you do a wound. Oh, that was your strength? Add another D6 for brass knuckles.
TDB Nick, thanks for the share.
Hey, thank you very much.
Yeah.
13.
TikTok people.
13. Okay. 2 wounds. So you clock him in the back of the head, and he's like, oh!
And I can throw my knife.
If you want.
Now, can I throw it so it hits the blunt and to more knock him out?
Yeah, you could do that. What's your throwing at?
2d10.
2d10?
Yep.
Yeah, that's good enough. I would say you could try it.
All right.
If you botch,
7.
okay, if you botch, you stabbed him.
That's fine.
7?
Yeah.
Okay, you hit.
Boom.
Go ahead and roll damage, but use it as a club, so that'd be strength plus 1d. What kind of knife is it? Just a little knife or?
2 large knives.
Huh?
Well, I have a knife and I have 2 large knives.
Here's a paring knife.
Which knife? Are you throwing the large knife or the?
Probably that's what I'm more skilled at. So
D6 with your strength.
it is a d6.
Okay,
So sit still or go down to a d4.
nope. Because it's the same heft.
So I roll all the dice and combine them, right?
Nope. Your weapon
Okay.
is a D6.
Okay.
And then your strength, you take the highest die.
Highest one of the string. Double, 2 doubles. So there's 9, 12.
Another 2 wounds.
Oh, I got hit in location, right?
Well, if you were aiming, I'm not going to worry
Okay.
about it. You're just taking this guy
Yeah.
out. So you clock him right in the back of the base of the hit. It's like, whack, ow, whack, ow. And he's going to pass out because he took 4 wounds, like one right after another.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it didn't kill him,
Yeah.
but he does pass out. And he kind of like falls forward, drops his rifle, which kind
Shotgun
of
goes off.
scatters a little bit, like skitters down the thing. He falls and starts to roll.
Oh crap!
Better grab it.
It's like. You gonna grab him real quick?
Is this a roof like
It's
this?
sloped a little bit,
Oh,
but you got to
okay.
remember he's passed out, so he's just dead weight.
Right. Okay.
Can I run up there and grab the rifle too, or not?
Yeah, it just skittered and stopped.
Oh, okay.
He's gonna keep rolling,
Oh, okay.
but try and grab him.
He's closer to me,
Deafness?
so.
No, it'd be nimbleness, kind of like fighting, brawling.
Bonus.
But I'm just gonna make it target number of 3 because he's right there for you.
Yeah, there you go, Braxton. Some of them action films, right? And I was like, I'm right there on set.
27.
27. he actually goes to pass out, and you actually, he's gonna roll off this roof, and you reach for him and gently set him down. And
It's almost like a ballet move.
gently grab him, roll him over so he's on his back, and like it looks like he's gonna do kiss him in the moonlight. He lays him down by his lapels and straightens his jacket and just pats him on the chest.
I'll go
If you want to grab the rifle, you can.
Yeah, I'll do that in a knife.
Okay.
Look at the rifle.
It's basically a lever action rifle, like a Winchester.
Oh,
I thought it was a shotgun. Okay.
Yeah, you didn't say.
I did say it was.
Well, you
shotgun.
said rifle, then you said shotgun. Then
It should
rifle.
have been a rifle.
it's
And
double.
shotgun's like, there's that guy in the yard.
It's a shotgun rifle.
Wow, nothing hit him. So it's a rifle. All right, down on the ground. You guys take cover somewhere. He's gonna be coming around this corner any
Yeah.
minute. So
Well, yeah.
go hide bushes. So, and then you see Murdoch do his thing. Well, I guess I should roll. Let's see, what is his? Oh yeah. 8. Oh my.
Oh my.
Okay, I'm pretty sure how this is gonna go. Yeah, okay. The guy
Stunt actors everywhere.
the guy walks around the corner, looks like he's gonna turn and look right at Murdoch, who's in line. He stops and just kind of starts walking, making a beeline right for you guys.
Okay.
And as he gets closer in the, like the moonlight and the street lights that are there, they're the old incandescent street light, not fluorescent.
Right.
As he walks, you see him with this look, like he's just walking up calmly to you, but he's doing this. Looking around, like, what am I doing? His body, if you were to see him from across the street, oh, he's just walking over to the bushes, take a leak. But
How far
his
away is
eyes
he
are-
then?
He's probably about 15 feet from where you guys are, so he's kind of walking.
Probably kind of just step out and start walking towards him.
Okay. Yeah.
And I have my gun, but I keep it hidden so that he can't see it.
I put my Tommy gun behind me.
Yeah. And you see the guy, like, he's got his rifle, and it looks like he starts to raise it, and you hear off to the side, and he puts it back down, and he's like, well, he's not saying anything, but he's got this look of panic in his eyes.
As I get up there, I'm gonna. What kind of a rifle is it?
Again, just lever action, kind of a nice lever action rifle.
Okay.
Lever action shotgun.
So his hand's probably right there with the
Trigger the lever.
the lever action there.
It's kind of there.
Uh-oh.
Kind of reach in and just kind of
That scared me.
start ejecting the rounds.
The whole screen went.
Oh yeah, as soon as you reach for it, you see his hand
Violent, so they banned us.
do that.
24 hours.
Okay, I just start
On TikTok?
ejecting all the rounds.
Okay.
Oh, we got banned on TikTok. Yes.
How did we get banned?
Somebody claimed we're too violent.
This is not real. We don't condone you breaking into warehouses looking for psychic abilities, or like
We don't condone you throwing dice with
Thank
your friends
you.
in a
we,
basement.
we don't encourage you to kill somebody and speak to their ghost and tell it to do stuff.
Right.
It's not real.
Unless you're
It's a game.
It's a game. All right. So anyway, moving on to more violent activity. That was just a guy getting punched out. We haven't even got to the violent.
We haven't punched him out yet. We're still trying to get the gun from him.
So anyway,
You set him down gently.
yeah. For those of you still watching, prepare for violent shenanigans. All right. So you eject all the shells out of his rifle. He's pretty much like helpless to do anything. And as you do that, you notice his panic in his eyes kind of turns to that, you son of a bitch. More like, not anger, more of a, I'm beat, and I know it, but I don't have to like it. So once you do that, what do you do?
Okay, I'd probably just kind of whisper into his ears, like, it would probably be a good idea if you just gave up. You agree? And I kind of motion to Murdoch. Okay. And I kind of pull out the revolver and just kind of hold it to his ribs.
Oh, okay.
His noogies.
It's his noogies. Right to his big noogie.
Yeah, and I'll pull the Tommy gun around the front of me too. And
okay. The guy kind of like pauses for a minute, and then you can tell he kind of like tests his shoulders, and he's like, drops the rifle.
get on your knees, sir.
I don't know what you're planning on doing, but there's more guys in there.
Not worried about it.
And
There's more of us out here too.
I should have a pair of handcuffs.
Be scared, I am here.
I should have a pair of my handcuffs. I'll handcuff him up.
Yeah.
Damn, I was gonna reach for mine.
Oh, well.
That's all right. Go ahead.
So
Mine are trick ones. If he tries, he might get out.
Mine, they're real.
No. They're real. They're real.
you kind of handcuff him. Do you handcuff
These are
him
made
to
out
a
of
tree
candy.
or just handcuff
Yeah,
him?
handcuff him somewhere and then just cut off a piece of his coat and gag him.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that. He's kind of like, damn. I knew I should.
Can I ask favors from Papa Legba or anybody? With
You
my
can.
voodoo?
You can.
We're not doing violent behavior and criminal activities. We're telling a story.
Yeah. So this is if you allow your Loa to mount you, possess you. Yeah.
Now we're getting into hentai.
This is great.
That's okay.
Ogu's presence as in a voodooist is evidenced by his loud and profane language.
Yep.
Voodooist possessed by Ogu can swear a blue streak. For length of the possession, the voodooist has a two-point habit, foul language hindrance. Also, the warrior Loa has never been one to turn down a good battle. Voodooist under the influence must make a hard spirit roll of 9 to avoid rushing headlong into any even potential fight. A white chip, you can ignore 1 level of wound modifiers in addition to any similar edges or abilities. Red chip grants the hero mastery of any one weapon. For the duration of the possession, the qual may raise a single fighting or shooting or bow aptitude to 5. And then blue chip works just like a white chip. The hero can also ignore 2 wound levels. Voodooist gains +1 level of armor. So that's what you can do with your Loa.
Okay.
Oh, and did you want to give out the Oguzora bags before you got here? That might have been a good idea before you guys went into the warehouse to protect people. Because you had those bags made.
Are they good? Are they good? They're just good for spiritual attacks, aren't they? Or are they good for physical attacks?
Physical.
Physical attacks. Oh, okay.
So Oguzora is the bag she gave you. It's a conjure bag. With the spell, a voodooist creates a conjure bag that provides its owner with magical protection against physical harm. The spell recipient must carry the conjure bag at all times. Should she lose it, the spell immediately ends. As with all conjure bags, the magic is tuned to one person and simply doesn't work for anyone else. The owner of the conjure bag gains limited defense against physical damage for every level the voodooist who prepared the bag has in the spell. So what's your conjuring?
4?
Okay. For every level the voodooist has who prepared the bag has in the spell, which is 4, all damage done to the bag's owner is reduced by 1 point. So whenever you take damage, it's -4.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Thank you.
The spell does not provide any protection against magical weapons, effects, or spells. These do full damage like normal. So
That's fine.
So for right now, during this scene, you guys are at -4 to your wounds. For you and you and you. You don't.
Mike and Rob and Dennis.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway. So you handcuff the guy to the tree. Murdoch's there.
No, I handcuffed the tree to the guy.
That's fine.
Big difference.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's less violent that way.
Right.
Oh,
Won't get
but
in
yeah.
trouble.
When they're doing that, what do I have to do to get Ogu to mount me?
Make a voodoo faith roll. Target number 5.
This is a good time to take a break real quick.
I have to do it for you again.
I got a potty.
Voodoo faith roll. Did you say a difficulty? What?
5.
Ones cancel successes or?
No, just take your highest die.
Okay, 11.
Oh, and then spend a fate chip for how much time you want the possession to last. 1 minute. A white chip is 1 minute, red chip is 5 minutes, and blue chip is 10 minutes. So if you want to wait until you get inside, we'll just say this is whenever you want it to start. That's what this is for.
Okay, so what? Yeah, whatever I'm doing right now, while they're doing with that, I'm kind of like starting to call.
Yeah. So basically, when you want it to kick
Okay.
in, spend whatever chip. And like I said, a blue chip is going to be 10 minutes. Red chip is going to be 5, and that would probably be long enough for any battle. Maybe plenty long for any battle. So just
Yeah.
so you know. So upstairs or up on the roof, you guys open the hatch, and it's a ladder that leads down to a catwalk. So you can get down there. Once you're on the catwalk, you notice there is kind of like
I shake my lips on.
almost like an inside fire escape toward the front and the back that you can go down to the ground floor. But as you get there on the catwalk and look down, it looks like you're looking at it a wartime hospital. That's kind of what it looks like. But you notice that there are a couple of areas that have ceilings, like suspended ceilings, so you can't see, but there's like, it looks like there's an area. Dirt map. This is the warehouse. About 15, 20 feet in from each wall is another wall, but it looks like theater flats. So there's a couple areas, and it looks like it's divided into rooms by either theater flats or curtains, maybe. One big area has like, there's an operating table with straps, looks like, with some lights above it. There's a couple chairs, like 5 or 6 chairs sitting there. Most of them look like one seat with like 4 chairs facing, almost like a meeting area in that same curtained off block. There's in there, there's also what looks like maybe medical cabinets, you know, the glass door medical cabinets and stuff like that, with like a wash basin, some other medical supplies, but it's not, doesn't look like it's for surgery, really. You don't see anything like that from up here. There's another area that looks like sort of an office or a one-on-one, like there's a desk and a chair with a chair facing it. Maybe some filing cabinets in there. There's a little area or bigger area that's got a ceiling over top of it. You can't really make that out. And then there's obviously a hallway that kind of goes through the center. And then there's another big area over here that has a ceiling on it, so you can't tell what's in there. And then there's like there's another little area without a ceiling that you can tell is kind of a, I don't know what you'd say, like a file room. There's maybe some filing cabinets and a desk with a chair in there. And everything's lit by like lamps or surgical lamps, the old fashioned incandescent surgery lights. So it's light enough where you're at. Like if you were down there, you'd have plenty of light. But up above or over the walls, it doesn't give out a lot of light. And you can tell, it looks like the windows from the inside are all blocked off, like curtained off or painted closed. So that's why you didn't see any light from the outside. Okay? So you see that from above. You can see people moving about. You see around the outside, the like in between corridor, the perimeter between the actual warehouse walls and the interior walls of the medical facility, there's probably like 6 guys that kind of are pacing, you know, one guy going each wall back and forth, and then 2 guys that kind of walk the entire perimeter, one going this way, one going that way. Inside the facility, you do see maybe some people in white lab coats. You do see a guy come out of the ceilinged area, and he's got 2 people with him. one is in a lab coat and the other looks like a military guy, or like somebody dressed in more like a black suit kind of thing, which is what you guys encountered and what you guys encountered on the roof. One of those is with him, so it's like a guard of some type. They seem to be walking across this hallway into the other area that's got a ceiling, and they disappear for a few moments. Do you wait and see what they're going to do, or do you start moving?
I'm saying we wait. So
Okay.
Okay. So if you wait there for a moment or two, you will see them coming out. The guy with the lab coat, another person with a lab coat. They've got somebody, looks like a young girl, who's in like a hospital gown and like socks, basically following them. And behind her is the guard, he has a rifle, is a guard. And you notice that she is kind of handcuffed. And they take her out, walk down that hallway, and they start to go in the area where the operating table is. So if you continue watching, they basically say stuff to her. You're too high up to hear it. It's too echoey up here. But they don't shove her with a gun or put a gun in her face or anything, but it looks like they undo her handcuffs. You notice the guard has the gun at the ready when they do that.
well, I lean over you and says, "Well, what do we do, Braxton?"
We gotta help the girl.
I figured you'd say that.
Gotta get down there and just take out the guards on our way in.
We get down there from up here.
Well, like I said, there's a catwalk or like almost like an indoor fire escape on the back wall and the front wall. And you remember these guys were supposed to be coming in the front door.
Okay.
So if you go down the front wall, there's a very good chance you'll meet up with them. If you start at the back wall, you're going to be on your own against possibly at least 4 guards, maybe.
Right.
So if they catch you before they hear them, they're all going to head that way. So if you go to the front wall, you might have backup, depending on how they're doing.
Right. Because we can't really get there to that girl from here, right?
You could jump, but it's 2.5 stories. Okay, outside, you guys deal with that. You walk up to the door, and the front door is kind of this old, dilapidated looking door.
I don't think either one of them were here when I started walking up to the door,
Oh, okay. So as you
muttering,
guys
praying to myself.
handcuff him to the tree or vice versa, you two and Murdoch start. He's like, well, here's the front door. I can just go in here. If anybody's there, I can deal with it. And as you walk, you see Bellatrixe walking from the bushes to the door, chanting in some French language. And as she's walking, you notice like her skirt and like her bangles and stuff are like moving in the wind. There's no wind. There's nothing. And as if you look, her eyes are rolled back into her head, and she's chanting. And you,
I put my hand out to stop him. I'm like, I think that's taken care of.
as you guys see her,
She
move
is speaking in French.
yeah,
I got gift the gab.
okay,
So can I kind of make
yeah.
out
I
a
think
little bit?
it's very Creole, so it's not true French.
Okay.
It's more the Creole language. But as you listen, you're like, okay, yeah, that's like.
I'm calling upon Ogu.
Yeah, she's calling upon Ogu to ride her into battle and giving herself up to him.
Maybe we should look away.
Oh,
Do you hear that TikTok? She's getting ridden.
No, I didn't hear it.
I didn't hear it.
Darn it.
Yeah.
And here's my red chip. I'll put it right here off to the side for my 5 minutes.
Yeah, that'll be 5 minutes. Okay. And Murdoch's like, this ought to be interesting. So he goes up to the door, kind of ahead of her, and he kind of pauses. He's like, ooh, wait. And you're just getting up to the door. You guys are up there with him, so you're all at the door, and he's like, now. And you go through the front door. And if you guys, to give you an idea what's going on, you guys are up there, like, I say we go to the front. So as you go to the front, you see there's the guy walking back and forth in the front door. The two on this side go from front to back. As this guy's pacing past the front door, these two turn, start to go to the back, and the guy who's been doing the perimeter, he goes around this corner, the other guy's around that corner. And outside is when Murdoch's like, now. So as you guys open the door, who wants to open the door? Otherwise, Murdoch's going to do it.
Well,
Oh,
Murdoch
Murdoch
was
do
going
it.
to open the door, and I was right there. And
Murdoch walks in, or opens the door. He actually
She walks in, wouldn't
he steps in front of you. Like, excuse me. And he walks, there's like a little, like a 4-foot hallway that opens up into what looks like a hallway. And he kind of walks down that hall, turns, just concentrates, and then does. So as you guys walk up, you see a guard who's basically standing with his gun turned around and is frozen and just standing there.
I'll go take care of him.
He's like, okay.
I'll go. I mean, not off him, but
Yeah. So you go up, are you going to knock him out somehow?
yeah.
How are you going to do it?
Thought I had chloroform. I'll just pistol whip him
Okay.
with a
just
butter
crack him in the
rifle.
head.
Yeah, just
Easy enough. This guy's, it's like, help me.
and I'll use my. I have like 2 sets of handcuffs, so I'll use one for him.
Okay. So you knock him out pretty easily.
Take his weapons.
Handcuff him. You're getting pretty full on weapons.
No,
It's
I'm not
getting pretty
taking
heavy.
them.
Just
Taking them. I'm
kick 'em
putting them away.
Okay.
Right.
So as you do that, you guys are halfway down, coming down pretty quick, and you see that happen.
Oh, okay.
So you know they're right there.
Okay.
So you can hustle down and get down there. And as he knocks him out, starts to fall, you guys are about a floor up. You see. Okay. The guy who went around this corner and that guard who was headed to the back, and you can kind of hear this. You hear, hey, what was that? I don't know. And they start to turn around and come back this way.
There's 2 of them.
2 of them coming this way. You'll get down there on the floor before they come around the corner. But these guys are right there. And they're, they're facing this way, and the guys are coming from the corner that way. So what do you guys want to do? Any of you?
I'm gonna finish gagging him.
Okay, so you
Tying that
finish
guy up.
tying that guy up. You walk in.
I was hoping to jump 1 floor down on top of
Oh,
one of the
okay.
guys.
Well, you do see the other guy who was just walking back that way. Let's see if he knows. Shit. He's like, starts to come back. You could jump on him once he gets to that corner.
Did I do
Yeah.
the other
You can do
guy?
that. The other guy's on the other corner of the building, so it's not where you are. And the one below you is the one he just knocked out and is tying up. But you can get down there. You can jump if you want. Or you can both jump on that guy if you really want to.
Okay.
But there's 2 guys coming around the corner back the other way.
Okay.
Which is about a warehouse width away. So
Right.
it's 60 feet,
Okay.
80 feet, whatever it would be.
Could probably warn us if we jump down.
Yeah. I'll do like the quick, like that.
Oh,
You gotta hear that?
Okay, yeah, you guys hear the lighter right above you.
And then I'm gonna point down that corner, 2 down that way.
I get it.
Okay.
I'm like, oh,
You see that as well. So Murdoch probably, what was that?
That
But he
means
sees it.
I point.
Yeah, he sees it.
Rex is a jump, so
Bellatrice, you kind of sense that. Actually, Ogu is kind of taking over, and you probably have the urge. Roll your spirit. Target number of 9.
You really want a red steak.
yes, I do. I'm ready for where's my spirit at? Target number of 9, you said?
Yes.
Oh, I'd do it.
22?
You have a sudden urge. Ogu's in your mind. And he's like, what the fucking shit is that? But you're like, don't say that right now. So you actually keep it bottled up. And he's like,
Oh, yes, my cussing.
yeah. And he's like, bitch, I'll say what I want to say. So you hear that in your head.
He's cussing at me.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you have a feeling after that's your one shot. After that, you're going to have to cuss a storm because you're Ogu. is your part of your personality now. But you managed to keep it quiet as Braxton jumps from the fire escape.
Samuel L. Jackson.
Snakes on his
All right, so first we're going to go with you. Go ahead and roll a nimbleness check.
Bonus? Okay.
Your target number is probably going to be, I would say, I'll give you 7. You are jumping from a floor up, but you have training.
Up.
Okay.
17.
It's basically the movies where the guy's like, what was that? And you see all of a sudden he disappears out of view as Braxton lands in view and his hat flies up off to the side. You know, just like the old bonk. So you knock him to the ground. You pretty much, he's on the ground like, what the hell? You could probably reach down, just pop him one, knock him out. He does drop his rifle, but when you land, he like drops it on his chest and it just slides off to the side. Doesn't make a lot of noise. So you do that. Over at the corner that they're coming around, what are you guys going to do?
So are they up above or
They were up on a fire escape, but they both jumped down.
no? These guys did.
Yeah.
But the guards.
I was still up
They're on the floor.
Oh, they're
So
on the
when you
floor.
came in, there's a wall ahead of you. Looks almost like a fake wall. Down this way, he took a guy, gagged him. Down around the corner, you see Reginald jump onto a guy. If you look the other way, it goes on down, and there's another corner. That's where he said 2 guys are supposed to come around that corner.
Okay.
So you can get down there or whatever you want to do.
Can I get down there? Is there a place where I can maybe hide?
Unless you want to get right against the corner for when they come around, you know what I mean? You could get there, but it'd be like split second.
I'll do that.
Okay, so you
And then
run for the
I
corner and
wasn't-
kind of flatten against it, waiting for him to come around. How about you?
I wasn't going to jump down.
Oh,
Can I get down to that other side where they're coming around? Or is that even possible?
no, the fire escape just kind of comes down. It doesn't have
Oh,
a
I see.
catwalk that goes farther.
Okay. Then I will get down. And if
Okay.
I can, I will jump and kind of come up beside him and pull out my knives.
Okay. Tell you what, since you're climbing down and all that, go ahead and make a nimbleness check. Target number of 5.
This is the opposite corner from where I'm at, right?
Yeah, you're basically the front door,
Right.
that corner, this corner, and you're right about here.
Halfway between the door
Reginald's
and the corner.
corner and the door.
Shit.
And they're at the other end.
Okay.
So I got a 3, but I can add a.
You could spend a chip if you want.
So why just add? I roll again.
It adds another die.
So what happens if I fail? Let's put it that way.
You fall on your ass, probably.
No, you get down there, but as you run down there, they're probably going to come around the corner before you get to stop. So you'll have to
Oh,
I
okay.
have to like what?
so brace yourself, stop.
Okay.
You're running down the hall, hoping to get next to Thomas and pull your knives.
Right.
But they are going to come around the corner as you're running down the hall if you don't make this roll, and you'll be like, oh shit, I'm right in the way. And you'll have to figure out what you want to do.
Right.
Hey, Dennis.
Yeah.
Hand me a napkin, please.
Got a question.
Yes.
So basically, I'm kind of like running up along these fake walls.
Yeah.
As I'm going on, can I look and see where like this how it's structured together and whether
Yeah,
I
it
can make
almost looks like somebody took theater flats and just screwed them together to make a privacy wall. Is kind of what it looks like. And it's probably about, like a theater flat, it's about 7 feet tall.
it? Okay. Is there a way I can make that wall fall?
Oh yeah, it looks like
That
you
they're
could probably
coming.
just push on it really hard, just like in theater.
Okay.
Don't lean on the wall.
So that way, when they come up to that section, I'll just kind of
Push it over on
push it
them.
over on them.
Yeah, you could do that.
Blazing Saddles.
Yeah.
I got a 5 that time.
With the Rocketeer.
5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Raconteur. Huh?
And what did I say you need?
I don't remember.
Oh, yeah, it was 5, I think. So you
Okay.
you just made it in time. You get up there with the knives,
Yeah.
and you're like, get them ready, and you actually see him come up. If you want, I'll allow you to take his knife and put your arm through so you can push that other wall down.
Yeah, because I got sleight of hand too.
Yeah.
So
So you run up there and you're like, ha, Jack Burton style. All of a sudden it's like, hey.
yeah.
So you take his knife, slash through, and you're going to push that wall on top of him. Okay, go ahead and make a strength check. But because you're reaching through trying to push this wall down, I'm going to make it a target number of 7, because they are screwed, but they're not sturdy.
Popping.
7.
They weren't meant to survive melee.
Yeah. So you kind of like reach through and you're like, yeah, and you feel it start to give, and it goes, and you hear right around the corner, like 3 feet around the corner, hey, whoa! And the thing falls, and you hear a couple guys like give out a shout. So it distracted them. So what do you want to do? You also hear from on the other side of the wall somebody like, hey!
Okay. Can we run down to the opposite side then?
Am I out of the way of that wall?
Yeah, you're still by the front door.
Oh, okay.
Can we run down to the other side there real quick and like come up behind them? It's kind of hard to do without a map.
Yeah. How about this? Can we,
Yeah.
we have a map for that?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Look at that. There we go. See, we got our people on there. See, we got all our other cans.
Yeah, cool.
Neato keen.
Bonito Keen.
And if we were on TikTok, we'd be showing the violence we were doing. This is how we plan the violence. Criminal activities of assaulting an officer.
And don't forget our
Of a fake
cultist,
world.
our cultist activity.
Yeah.
Yeah. And our violent banjo music.
And
Don't forget my lightsaber.
the violets are so colorful.
Yes. Yes, and I bring that out now. While he's doing that to distract you all. I don't know if there's some sort of copyright thing. There. This is to distract them.
Watch out. I just see my...
Careful.
That's kind of filthy looking.
It's a big purple wand. You gotta
put my saber in your face.
You gotta let go of that every once in a while. I guess
Look, it's purple.
I know.
Let's see what happens. It's been so long. It's purple.
And it doesn't have to rain.
Ooh. Where's the Simon's little die? Beak.
Those are gonna get lost.
They're so loud.
So it's scared.
Little English dice.
Character's name Harry?
Yeah. No, my character is Harry.
Okay.
It's very pursuit.
Harry. Harry.
Known as the Irish Bigfoot.
H stands for.
That's what the H is for. Harry, that's my name.
Harry.
What was named after my father?
What's his name?
Harry.
Well, I should have known that.
I'm a racketeer.
I like to tell stories.
Racketeer.
That's why I got banned on TikTok.
Yeah, that's it.
I didn't like my racketeering. I was telling them all about my adventures and other such stories. And they said, you're doing criminal activity. And I was like, well, it's criminal if I don't get to sing and make muffins. Well, I didn't like that at all. They banned me because they said I was a violent criminal. So, can you imagine? I'm only a sadomasochist. Because I've got, they said so, and I'll have a mask kit. I like to make masks. You know, masks.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
sad
I
man.
tried to cover it up for you.
Yeah.
Tried to
Bad
cover it up.
masks.
Yeah, sad masks. And that's what Sado was, my friend who made them, the mask.
All right. Can you guys
Okay.
see that okay?
Yes.
All right. So this is the front door. This is the outer warehouse. This is the inner.
Nice use of the
medical
frame.
facility. Yeah, see? It's different. Patient number 9,
Murdoch.
Bellatrixe. Harry, this is the guy you just handcuffed and gagged.
Right.
Braxton with the guard you just knocked down. Thomas and Roberto, there's the corner. You just pushed this section of wall over. You hear these two guys yell out, and you hear somebody from inside go, "Hey!" You two know there were two guys in lab coats in that room, the file room, apparently. There were two doctors, a guard, and let's...
Couple eggheads. I remember the eggheads.
Okay, that is a 1. That's the girl patient. So she's on the operating table, strapped down. You don't know anything about what's in here. You also know there's a guard back here going back and forth, and there was a guard coming basically this way, and he's down to that corner. So any second, you should probably be aware that any minute he's going to come around that corner, and you're right in the way. So you'll have to decide what you're going to do.
I'm gonna drag the guy, and we're gonna hide behind the corner there.
Okay, so you're going to do that real quick.
I'll help him.
Okay.
My stunt trainer would be so proud.
Okay, so you go
I'll drag mine over with him
that.
too.
grab him, drag him over. Probably as you guys get out of the way, the guy comes around the corner.
So Murdoch and I can't see into those. There's just a wall in front of us. We can't see anything.
Right, there's just a wall right there.
Okay.
There must be another entrance in somewhere else, but you don't see it yet.
Okay.
So it's
Well, there's
a wall.
is there a hole now where we're at?
Yeah, there's probably light streaming through, hitting that wall now.
Couple guys going, hey.
Yeah. So, all right. So,
Should we do rounds?
yeah, unless you guys have a plan, because these guys are just kind of struggling to get up. So you have the jump on them, and this guy hasn't seen you yet. But if you want to go into rounds now, you can.
Forgot. Do we have surprise then?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Well, then let's just jump through and each take one and see what we can do.
Okay. So do you want to go around or just around where they're laying under the flat and grab them up?
Yeah.
Okay. So you get over. These guys basically are kind of like using the barrel of their gun and rip through the canvas. And they're starting to rip through and just stand up awkwardly.
Okay, it's just kind of a canvas.
Yeah, like I said, like a
Okay.
theater flat.
I thought it'd be kind of like a thin wooden wall
No,
type thing.
it's more like a theater flat. So as they start to rip through and get up, you come around the corner and you can easily charge them or whatever because they're not ready
Charge
for
'em then.
anything like that.
Yeah, make him pay for it.
Try and bop them over the head with the butt of my pistol.
Okay. So
You got my knife still too, by the way.
Well, you got another one.
Yeah, no, I'm just telling you.
I'm not going to stab them. That'd be vicious.
I'm not
violent.
I'm not stab man. I'm knifey boy. Okay, so you guys run around the corner. They're standing there, basically ducks in a barrel. So go ahead and
Pork you.
do what you want to do.
Ducks in a barrel.
You're welcome, Jules.
Can I?
In a barrel.
Well, he's pushing that over.
Ducks in the barrel.
Yeah, duck soup. Yeah,
They
ducks
say
in the
that in
barrel.
duck soup?
So while he's pushing it over during this, could I like whip up the machine gun and put my knife away?
You could.
All right. So I'm gonna come up. I'm gonna hit one of the guys, and then I'm gonna basically lay the machine gun at the eggheads, and then I'm gonna use my intimidation.
So basically, you're going to use the butt of the machine gun, pow, and then turn around
Right.
to the eggheads. No,
And
it's
then use
like this.
intimidation if I can. So.
Got it. Okay. So go ahead and roll to hit, which is fighting brawling.
Fighting, brawling.
Nice.
I'll spend a chip. That's nice.
I didn't see it. I'm sorry.
30.
Oh, whoops. No, it's not good.
That's not nice.
Oops, sorry.
What would that be? Fighting just.
Fighting brawling, or do you have fighting knife? Or...
I have fighting knife, but I put it away.
Well, that's fine. You can use a related aptitude. So use fighting knife, but it's -2.
-2.
Fighting knife is you got enough idea to how to fight. It's not
Right.
with a knife though.
So just -2 for my.
Yeah.
Popped. 14, 12.
Okay.
I got 6 on mine.
6. Okay. He wasn't prepared for it, so it's enough to you just pistol whip the guy.
Yeah.
Okay. You crack him across the face, or where do you want to hit him? Does it matter?
Probably in the face or back of the head.
Crack him across the side of his head. He pretty much goes down like a ton of bricks. And then you rolled a 12.
Yeah, I got 13 damage. I don't know.
Yeah, you just right in the chest, or like right in the bread basket.
Oh,
so
my
it knocks
keys.
the wind out of him.
I'm sitting on my key.
He doubles over, and he's going to be out of breath.
And then I'm
stunned.
basically going to whip around and give him the stare.
Okay, all right. Go ahead and roll your overall.
All right, that's 3d10 plus 2. And I don't know, I could say it like low, like, shut your mouth.
Yeah, if you want to.
Okay. That'll be plus 4.
Close your trap.
Shut your trap.
17. Shut your hole.
Shut your pie hole. That's what they call it. Okay.
What a 17. Crazy, look at my eye.
These two guys, one with glasses, one not, both about 106 pounds.
Years old. Oh.
Kind of look over. The guy with the clipboard just freezes. Gently sets the clipboard down and stands there. The other guy has a notebook and he just he just falls on the ground. Pretend my dad, pretend my dad.
It's playing possum.
Yeah. The other guy just kind of like,
Oh, do forgive Dr. Opossum.
I like that, Dr. Opossum. Another successful test. All right, so yeah, it looks like they're going to be quiet.
Okay.
So now, I guess now we can.
Hold on.
Well, I guess we don't have to go into rounds because they're out. This guy's coming down the hall, suspecting nothing. You guys have time. What do you want to do? So,
these two are dragging
him
the
down.
knocked out or the
They went around the corner, and you hear him basically pop,
yeah.
Indiana Jones style. Murdoch walks up to this wall and kind of taps it, and he's like, And he just basically rips it open. And you see down the hallway here.
I was gonna run this way.
This way?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go there, peek around the corner, see if anybody's over there.
As you get down here, you see a guy coming around the corner.
Go!
Yep, there you go. What are you going to do?
I got my throwing knives ready, and Ogu wants to fight, right?
Yep. So, you can start running that way at him. Ogu is going to charge him.
Mm-hmm.
So, as you do, if you want to... Let's see. What was that one? There he is. Grants the hero mastery of any one weapon. So, knives. For the duration, the control may raise a single fighting, shooting, or bow aptitude level 5. Okay.
I'll get on tea.
So, if you want to raise your
Make a
throwing
Creole out of you.
knives.
Yeah, I'm fighting knife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it'd be throwing or fighting. Would you rather? What you're throwing at?
Be 5, wouldn't it?
Well, what's it at right now? Do you have throwing?
It's a 4d8.
Okay. What's your fighting knife at?
My fighting knife is at 3d6.
Okay. So, depending on how you want to do it.
He's gonna, and I assume he's going to have a gun, so
Yeah.
I don't want to like.
Get up there and fight with him. You'd rather throw from a distance.
Yeah.
So I would say raise your fighting. Your throwing will be 5d whatever. For the duration of this, which is, what'd you say, 5 minutes?
5 minutes.
So it'll be 5d whatever.
Okay.
So you can charge him, and he is going to probably pull off a shot, but we are going to go into rounds to see who does what first.
Okay.
So let me get the map here. 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 All right. So make a quickness check.
All of us, right?
We can go in rounds for everybody now because it's going to get loud.
Okay.
We can
So
just save time.
quickness.
Do you see where quickness is?
Upper
Right hand side, up.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll that and take your highest die.
Does someone have a deck? Do a deck over there? Oh, okay. No.
And let me see. I gotta get this guy out.
I'm gonna have to go here pretty soon.
We can at least get this first little fight scene out of the way. And honestly, if we stop tonight, we'll finish this next time.
We got time.
There it is. Okay. Slop. Okay. Everybody got your cards or quickness?
No.
No, I got 17.
Who's got the highest over here?
20.
You add all of them.
No,
The
just
highest
take your
one.
highest one.
Oh,
Then
okay.
you pop.
And they do pop.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
11.
6.
Okay, so 20 is the highest. So that's
5.
5, 10, 15, 20.
And then
Plus
one
one
for
for participating.
Yeah,
Five.
one for
Five
Oh,
total.
okay.
So 5.
Thank you.
That's
You had 17, so it's 4.
Jesus.
Participating
shuffled
5,
these?
10, 15.
And
I have both jokers.
I had 11.
You have 11, so you're next. So that's
Well, there's good news and bad news.
3.
I got a 6.
Well, I got a 6, so
Okay.
2
So-
and 2.
Well, we'll get to when we start. All right. So
God hates me.
first, jokers. The good news is, with your black joker, you have to discard it and your next highest card.
This is my other joker.
Right.
So,
But
Well, thanks.
the other joker would have just let you go first this round,
Right.
and then you have to shuffle again. So it's not that big of a loss.
Oh.
get both. Whew.
Yeah. Get them out of the way now.
Whew. Man,
After this
that scared
round,
the
if we
living
do another
shit
round,
out of me.
like,
shuffle.
Yeah. Oh, like, oh my God, both jokers. I'm going to explode where I stand.
Aces.
Yeah, I'm going to stick this up my sleeve.
Okay. Kings. Queens. Jacks.
Yeah.
You got jacks?
Yeah.
Okay. What
Which
do you
one's higher?
got?
red is-
Spades is higher.
Spades is higher. Okay.
So you're within distance. You can throw a knife at this guy.
I would like to do that.
Okay.
So 5d8.
Yep. And they do pop.
Okay, but 5. So I got 7.
7. Okay. That'll hit. So roll your strength.
My strength. Is it the strength plus 1d4? Or?
That'll be for your knife, but
Oh, okay. My strength.
right hand side. Lower.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice one.
Highest one.
Yeah. Roll your strength first. Highest one.
I can never read these.
4. You got a 4 there.
So that pops.
So that one's on top.
7.
7.
Okay. Now add another D4, or I'm sorry, D6 for your knife. So roll D6.
That'd be a 6-sided die.
4.
Okay.
So 11.
Yeah. 11. Okay. So roll a 20-sider if you have one out. Otherwise, I can do it.
Don't have a 20?
I put on my. I know. I didn't know we were going to need 20 ciders.
That's for
I got
location.
one right
yeah,
here.
just for location.
It's all about location.
Well,
It's all about the base. About that base. No trouble.
Okay, that's going to be in one of the arms. So
well, that's good because I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to kill him. Ogu might be. I just want him to drop the gun, really.
Okay, so he's running down and kind of like grabs his rifle, goes to raise it up, and as he goes to swing it towards you, a knife just right into his forearm, doing 2 wounds, so it sticks, and you see the point like come out the and he kind of like almost well, let's see.
In the bone.
It's in the
It's in the
bone.
bone.
Oh, neat.
I guess banned on Twitch now.
Oh, that's fine.
He drops his rifle because he rolled 2 ones, so he's like, aha, I got the, oh, son of a bitch. And he stumbles while he's running. He doesn't fall, but he stumbles. So that's what happens there.
Yay.
Okay. Jax.
You're next, Jack.
And I have another deck.
Put one right between his eyes. Shut him down.
So I would like to do that again, please.
Yes, you may do that again, please.
48.
48.
No, 5d8.
5d8.
5d8. That's
Yep.
right.
I'd be 8. I know what I'm doing.
The little diamonds.
The ones cancel anything?
Nope. Just your highest one.
Okay. 5, 7.
7 again.
Yep.
It'll hit. Roll location first this
Just
time.
need a D6 for the knife too, or whatever, like she did last time.
That was just a hit.
That was
Oh, okay.
That's for damage.
8.
8. Ooh, lower guts. Okay. Roll your strength, and you can add a d6 for the knife.
Doing everything the same.
7
Instead
on
of
the
D6.
strength and 6. 10.
17.
17.
Oh my God, right in the crotch.
You basically, oh, son of a bitch! He drops his rifle. Oh! He pretty much drops to his knees and collapses on the ground. So,
Someone lost a testicle.
and feel free, since you can edit
That
it out.
song I was playing earlier.
It's your curse words that Ogu would shout as you take this guy
You
down.
no good son of a biscuit. I friggin' hate you, you asshole.
Oh, okay, Johnny Dangerous
Johnny
style.
Danger. Yeah. I'll do it that way.
Fogging ice hole.
Friggin' asshole.
I stuck my to my
Yeah.
Tricks no longer needs the weirding module.
Yeah. Okay, so you took that guy. Just imagine a guy with a rifle. You lousy.
Yeah.
Okay, so nice job. Okay.
That's Jax.
Yep,
Nice
Jax.
place,
10s. Bing.
Ding.
Do you seriously have a 10? Okay. Okay.
Didn't stick.
10 of spades
Yeah,
goes
she goes
first.
first.
10 of clubs, I go last.
Now, if you want, you could put that up your sleeve.
Yeah.
And if you want to keep running to see if
Yeah.
anybody's around the back, you could do that too. So just put that up your sleeve for now.
I'm running. You sons of bitches.
I'm gonna give us all.
Pull your knives out and
Yeah.
lick
Yeah.
the blade.
Yeah. Yeah, you could stop by it. That guy stop and grab the knives and keep going.
Yeah.
So
Slick stick.
Is that an eye on that? Oh,
pull it out of his arm and it's like the Monty Python.
Delayed.
So 10 of spades, you're putting up your sleeve. Did somebody else have a 10?
I have diamond.
So you're next.
Okay. Okay. So I kind of glance. They both out.
These guys here?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're both out.
Right.
You do notice there is a little gap in the curtain there, so it's where you can draw it back. So this is probably your exit out
Right.
if you wanted to use it as a doorway.
I walk up. I'm like, no offense. I kind of walk up to the guy and basically like, I just come up to him and I'm like, sorry. Boom. Knock him out.
Okay. You just.
Ow.
No, you actually.
Oh.
He's like, ow. No offense. Okay, so you knock him down to the ground.
Yeah.
Start going over the curtain.
Yeah, I go to the curtain.
Okay. How about you, Thomas? What are you doing?
I'm gonna follow him.
Okay.
He's got a 10.
I mean, he's got a 10 now.
Right. I just wanted to, since you're right
Oh,
there,
okay.
where were you planning on going?
Yeah, I'll just follow him right behind him.
So now, what are you going to do?
Up my sleeve.
Okay. Up your sleeve.
And I'm gonna move
Where are you moving?
back that way.
This way?
Yeah.
Okay.
Trying to join up with my teammates.
Okay. So, as you start to move, you do see Murdoch going through a hole in the wall. Right there.
Oh, I'll probably follow him then.
Okay, so you're gonna follow him?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. As you go through, he's got his 2 Colts drawn and his hat down. Kind of looks like the Shadow.
Right.
And he's moving inside. All right. You go there. 9s.
Yep.
I already did mine.
Oh, okay. Since I have to be good to the ladies, I'm right on her heels.
Okay, so you're gonna take off after her.
Going with her.
Okay. 8s. 7s. 6. Okay.
How are we going down the hallway?
Basically, this is
I'll put
all
that on
like
my sleeve.
curtained areas and stuff. So he steps in, looks around, and he's gonna start walking down the hallway.
Right, straight down the middle of the hallway, or
Pretty much.
okay?
But he kind of steps in, takes stock of where everything is.
Right.
And you can see what looks like a little gap in the curtain here.
Yeah. I'm just gonna. I mean, I'll take stock too, but I'm gonna basically watch behind us. So as we're moving, I'll be
Okay.
like covering the back.
This was 6s?
Yep.
Okay, I'm sorry. So you'll see this now. Out from down here. Yeah, you see 2 of those armed guards step out and kind of look down that way. You will have the jump on them.
Okay.
And so will Murdoch.
Yeah. I'm kind of just watching what Murdoch does and then reacting to that. Because if he's going to control him, then I don't have to do anything
Yeah.
crazy.
No, he actually he actually aims at the one down straight ahead
Okay.
and takes a couple shots.
Then I'll do the same
Okay.
with the machine gun.
Okay, so let's see.
Because at that point, our cover's blown.
Yeah.
As you hear, you sons of bitches.
You motherfucker!
The guy in the back's like, is this a drill?
It's a firefight!
That'll get you banned on TikTok.
Probably.
Careful.
It's.
Okay.
Oh, I could ban.
Yeah. He takes 2 shots with the 45s at this guy. What was it? Hits one in an arm and the other one like right in the shoulder.
Okay.
And the guy kind of like jerks back and stumbles off to the side. And looks like he's gonna try and take a shot off, but he's hurt pretty bad.
Right.
So you're gonna use the machine gun on the other dude?
Yep.
Okay, how many rounds are you gonna fire? You can use 3-round bursts.
I'll do 3 rounds.
Okay.
So,
You can make 1 shoot and roll.
okay. Shooting roll is. Where'd it go? Shooting is 46.
Basically, the way this works is you make 1 shoot and roll. Every success, if you have a success, 1 bullet hit. Every raise, another bullet hits. Out of the 3-round burst.
2 popped.
Oh, and the target number is 5.
17.
Okay. So that was 2 raises.
Yes.
So all 3 bullets hit.
All right.
So location for each bullet and 3d6 damage.
Cool.
Now, do I roll location for each bullet or 1 location for all 3 bullets?
No, 1 location for each bullet.
Okay, first location is a 10.
Ooh, the gizzards. So roll 4d6 for that one. Add these together.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Okay.
Second location is a. Sorry, is off balance. 18.
Okay.
So 4d6 again.
No, 3d6.
3d6. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay.
And the third bullet is in the 5.
Ooh, right in the 5.
Right in the 5.
That's leg. So 3d6. Oh, I'm sorry, lower guts. 3d6.
Okay.
How many rounds did you fire off?
3.
7.
Okay. So he goes down like a ton of bricks.
Right.
2 bullets in the torso,
Right.
and one in the arm that was pretty bad.
Yeah.
So he just kind of like does a and
Yep.
falls to the ground. All right, so this guy's pretty much out. The other guy stumbled off to the side. That was 6s,
Yep.
5s, 4s.
Oh, I got a 7.
Oh, you got a 7?
I'm sorry.
Whoops.
Sorry.
So before all that happens,
Okay. So what are you gonna do?
Actually, what I was going to do is I was going to get up to that curtain and then look through and see if I could see into that other room.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and make a cognition check. If you have keen, I'll allow that.
Yes, I do.
I think I do.
So cog.
Yep.
Okay, that is.
Got a 4. Got a 4.
Okay. You're basically like, all right, let's see. There's the other, and some guy in a trench coat steps in your way, and you're like, what's this guy doing, man? You're blocking my. Pow, pow. They're shooting me. I can't see. Useless.
Useless.
So, yeah.
All right.
Okay. 5s.
5s. Who's got else got 5?
Okay. Just you?
Just me. All right. I'm going to say, yeah, coming out.
Okay.
And I'm going to come out into the hallway.
Okay.
Basically,
This is after the gunfire.
Yeah, after you guys shoot, you hear, I'm coming out. And it's Roberto.
and then I'm
We're
going
not
to
shooting at you.
run and jump through that wall.
This one? Mm-hmm. It's just a curtain.
The whole thing's a curtain?
Yeah, it's like a medical curtain. So, he gets tangled in the curtain. He looks like a ghost. This place is haunted.
That's perfect.
Get sort of tangled. You're like,
Look at Murdoch. I can see the scene. Murdoch and I are in the hall. We're both like, and we both see that. I just look up at him like,
I'm psychic, and I couldn't even guess that.
Roberto, did you forget that we got the bird's eye view of this thing?
Yeah, but I thought it was a wall, so I was diving through it.
Both the theater walls. They're convincing.
Yeah. So he dives through the curtain. You hear it rip. The metal curtain rod like bends in half. Basically, you tear this part of the wall down.
It's like diving into
Yeah.
stuff.
As you do,
Son of a bitch.
you 3 just kind of look over and you see over here like the most shocked look you've ever seen. There's a guard kind of swivels around with a gun looking for who just came through, but he's tangled in the curtain. It's like he sees you guys like, oh, I'm outgunned.
yep.
You see 2 doctors at this table like step to the side and like, what's going on? And they're looking right at you. And on the girl, or on the gurney, is a girl who's just like, what are you guys doing? Murdoch immediately says, you son of a bitch. And he does some like move. It looks like Dark City, where
Okay.
he's kind of like preparing himself. And this orderly's like, oh God, and grabs the gurney and moves it over this way.
I'm gonna. No,
So-
it's not my turn yet.
Yeah. So that was 5s, 4s. Okay, what are you doing?
I am, okay, so are we at the corner?
Yes, you just got to the corner, and this guy is like right there.
I'm just gonna drop to one knee and around the corner and go, bang.
Okay, so you're gonna take a shot at him?
Yep.
All right.
Right, Reginald Braxton.
Probably.
All those moves, you know, just well,
Sliding on his knees,
well,
John Wick style.
Yeah, that works. Yeah. And I still, maybe it's the Rocketeer, but every time I think of Reginald Braxton, I think of Timothy Dalton.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's who I imagine.
That's where I got the line from the first episode. Like, well, never let it be said Reginald Braxton didn't come to the aid of his clients.
All right, so pull out your shot.
But I'm shooting for power. 5.
5, that'll hit. Go ahead and roll location.
13? No. Yes. 13.
Okay, that is an arm.
$11.
11. It's 2 wounds. No, that's 1 wound. Okay. Okay, so you shoot him in the left arm. He kind of like, you're right there. But what, you don't have any more cards?
I have,
You have
Get
one up your sleeve.
I have one up my sleeve.
You can use that if you want to attack this guy.
So he
He just shot him in
just
the arm.
shot the guard in the arm,
Yeah.
but he still got a hold of his gun.
Yeah. It looks like he's still going to fire.
Yeah.
I can see it all. Get on date.
You know what Ogu wants to do.
Well, yeah. I'm trying to decide
Yeah.
if Ogu wants to go up there and beat the crap out of him or just throw knives at him.
Well, you've got the distance.
Yeah, I've got the distance, so I guess I'm throwing knives.
Yep. Okay.
All right. Again?
Yep.
Yep.
5d8.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Six.
It'll still hit. You need target number 5.
Okay. And then it was then it was
20
location
cider.
15.
That's gonna be upper guts, right in the chest.
Okay.
Upper Huts.
And then it was strength.
Right. Take your highest.
And add a D6.
Yep.
Oh, they're over here. Forget that. 4.
Okay. So it basically it just glances off of him. Yeah, it doesn't do anything.
Mother
Pretty
Mother
much.
Puss Bucket.
Puss bucket, that's right.
Yeah.
All right, so there's that. That was 4s, 3s. Okay.
I had a 3.
Oh, you had a 3? Okay.
Yep.
I got a red 3. Red diamonds.
Murdoch is going to do his thing to, what'd you have?
3 red diamond.
I had a
Diamond
club.
clubs.
Or a
Okay,
diamond. Sorry.
so
Red diamond.
Murdoch's going to go first.
Hey.
Okay.
Murdoch, that's up my sleeve.
Yeah, yeah. It's all got to be shuffled back in. Just remember
I'm
it.
going to use my card up my sleeve first. I'm going to use my card up my sleeve first.
You're really used to use that for you're interrupting someone.
Yeah.
Oh, it's an interruption thing? Okay.
Yeah. Okay. If you see what Murdoch's going to do and you want to interrupt it, that's when you would use it.
Oh, no, I don't want to. Screw him up.
Okay. Okay. You see Murdoch kind of lean forward. Look at the doctor who's still standing there. This guy has her out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
And you notice he was like, oh shit, and moved her. He's like, you son of a bitch. You see him do this, and a cone of fire like shoots out from his forehead. It's a 8-yard diameter fireball.
Oh,
Is what he
geez.
ends up with.
He just cast fireball.
Yeah.
And he aims it over this way. He gets this doctor and the guard.
Oof.
And the doctor they both take 3d10 damage. The doctor takes like 2 wounds all over. The guard takes like 4.
Oof.
So the guard is like pretty much caught on fire, runs around for a minute, and just drops. The doctor's like, scorched, singed, and just stops dead still. And you notice he had like what looked like a scalpel in his hand, and he just dropped it, of course, when he caught on fire. Murdoch's like, you stay right there. And apparently this is Dr. Sloan. So, after that,
I had 3.
you had diamonds?
3 diamonds. I had diamonds.
You had diamonds, so you first. What do you do?
I'm going to run over to the gurney.
Clubs last.
No, spades. I mean.
Yeah, it's spades.
Oh, you had spades.
Spades.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said clubs.
Sorry, I did. But
Yeah. Okay, well, in that case, what do you
all right, I whipped the thing all off of me. All right, nobody move! Holy cow! I like point the orderly and I move over that way.
Okay.
What the hell just happened?
As you move over to that orderly with the girl, and she's just like, you hear her say to herself more, it's him. And the orderly's like, patient 9? Oh, God. And he looks freaked out, like really deathly afraid right now.
Well, for a minute, I was like, how do you know? Oh, him, all right.
So, anything else you want to do?
I kind of get up there and move him off the way, and basically, I'm going to kind of get my knife and like cut her bonds.
Okay, so you move the orderly and cut her free. Okay, got it.
What do I do now? Let's see. That's exactly what I was going to do.
All right, boss.
You grab the straps, stitch them back together.
My turn.
You can come over and help. Or I can guide her, you can cut her free. What are the other?
No, it's all right. I'm going to move down the hallway
Okay.
and kind of take the guard on that corner to make, if anything else is coming down the halls,
Okay.
I'm going to...
Yeah, you can go on
Cover it.
down. All right.
So that guard that's in the room he's been burnt to death.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
He's going to catch
Barbecued.
Okay.
fire, burn. So, pretty quickly.
Okay.
Sloan is still standing there. Murdoch's going to walk up to him and basically be like,
Everybody's out of cards, right?
this is the end of this round. We'll stop. If we need to go into a next round, we'll stop and start next time.
Okay.
We'll just finish this little scene up.
Okay.
He goes up to Sloan with his 45s. He's like, at it again, are you? He's like, Murdoch, all we wanted to do was help you. And he's like, help me? You wanted to help me? And that's how you thought helping me works? Is that what you're going to do to the kid? He's like, but in the interest of science. And he cocks both pistols like, interest of science, huh? I know physics. And I don't need a bullet. I don't need a brain power to shoot you except for pulling my trigger. How's that? You're done, Doc. You're done. He's like, are you going to kill me? And he looks, and kind of looks over at you and you. And he's like, I don't know. Think there's somewhere we can lock this guy up? What do you suggest?
I'll find somewhere to lock him up.
That sounds good. No.
Is this? It's not really Confederacy. It's all across, isn't it?
What's that?
We're in disputed territory.
Disputed
or it's actually, it is Desiree. We're in Desiree, aren't we?
Yeah, it's basically
Desiree.
Nevada.
It's got its own government.
There you go.
So he's like, where's Lynch? So I don't know where Lynch is. Oh, really? You see his eyes go that cataract thing, and he's like, thank you. Can you cover this guy? I have business to attend to down the hall.
Love to, Mr. M.
Okay. So why don't he basically is going to stalk out as he walks past you. You can tell he's like, that was tough. Mm-hmm. And he's going to walk right down the hallway here. So apparently Lynch is back there, and we're going to stop there for tonight.
Yeah.
Next time we pick up, it's basically
Now, are we still in rounds?
not at the moment, but when we pick up next time, if you guys think you should
No,
pick
just
up,
whether or not we should remind
No.
whether cards up the sleeves or
it was a
not.
perfect example. If you have a card up your sleeve, if you want to mark that on your card,
Okay, so mark it on your sheet.
just in case we do go to rounds next time.
And don't forget, I spent a red chip, so you technically get the draw.
Got it.
I spent a red chip too.
All right, folks, that's it for the night. Make
But
sure
that
to
was
come
to
back
activate your lowest
every
level.
Tuesday and check out the Raconteur Society's live stream on Facebook and Twitter, maybe Twitch, and Clapper. You can find it on all of our social medias as well in our link tree, which is on all of our social medias. You can go there and check out everything we have available for the Raconteur Society. If you want to see us on days that we're not streaming, go to our YouTube channel. Like and subscribe. You can see every live stream that we do
For the last
listed
3
there.
years.
And a little bit of extra stuff too. We are doing our interviews right now, so you can see those are up there also. Did you know that you can come actually meet us in person? It can happen. Yeah, we're going to be at the Planet FunkCon in Davenport, Iowa, June 28th through the 30th, and checking that out with a whole bunch of other really great entertainers and guests. And then we're going to be down at the Big River Steampunk Festival in Hannibal, Missouri from August 30th to September 2nd, where you can find us there at the Game Arena, where we'll be hosting our second live show there.
Yeah, sounds like a good time. You ought to be there.
And now for the thank yous. Thank you to Dale for running the game tonight, to the Dragon's Den for hosting, for Mike and his technical prowess and investment in 5 Dead cameras. Thanks to Bobbi for editing the clips and videos, and thanks to me for being so awesome. Thanks to Brian for the treats. And happy birthday to an NPC number 8, even though he's not here because he was on TikTok. Happy birthday, pal. And thanks for being one of our best supporters, one of our other supporters. Well, that's it for us. Don't forget, go to the link tree, check it out, go to our YouTube, like and subscribe. We'll see you all next Tuesday. Have a good night,
folks.
Good night.